So I haven't made a video in a while, and this was a previous war where we just barely won. We won by 1 star. And I just want to share three attacks from our Town Hall 9s, 3-starring their Town Hall 9s. So the first is going to be a hog attack. The second is a modified go wipe attack, and this third is a modified go wee wee attack. And I'll explain what I mean by modified later. So first I'm going to show how a Town Hall 9 can be 3-starred by hogs. Now this strategy takes a lot of practice, a lot of knowledge of the pathing of hogs and how they go from defense to defense. So I would not advise doing this strategy unless you practice this strat a lot, because as you see, the replay ends in 2 minutes 57 seconds. He just got the 3-star with 3 seconds left. So you have to execute this attack really quickly, and you have to ensure that you pick the right base, because hog attacks are very base specific. So you got to scout the base and make sure that there's not really any spots where there's double giant bomb locations. The only obvious spot would be right here, but he's going to take care of that later on in the video, as you'll see. So I'm going to replay it. So he's going to use a giant and 2 hogs to lure the clan castle. And then he's going to bring all of the clan castle troops over to the side where the archer queen is, because that's one crucial thing you need to also do, is lure and kill the queen for a hog attack, or else she'll just wipe all your hogs. So to clear the CC troops, he uses 2 witches and 2 wizards and his queen, which does a perfect job at clearing just about any kind of CC. Then he brings a max golem in his clan castle and some wall breakers to break into that spot to get that queen out. Now his king was supposed to go right in there, but there was 1 CC troop left, so he got distracted for a little bit. But then he saw that the queen was going in there, and he knew that the queen was going to get taken care of by those heroes, so he brings in his hogs right away. He doesn't want to waste any time. So yeah, the queen is dead by the king. The king dies, which is not really a big deal, because the hogs will eventually, if done properly, with proper heal placement, will end up clearing the base. So it's really important that you drop heal spells where there are possible giant bomb locations, so that when your hogs take damage from the giant bombs, their health will just go right back up from the heal spell. So he's not going to drop a heal spell over here because there weren't many defenses over there. So he dropped it over here so that all these hogs that took damage, all their health is just going to get replenished when they walk into it. And he dropped that last one there, and he brought a loon to help clear the base, which I think also really helped in this 3-star, because he doesn't have his queen left anymore. All he has are like 3 wizards and the rest of his hogs. There's not that many. And this balloon is clearing things that are on this side. The wizard's clearing stuff on that side. There's a wizard up here clearing stuff up there. And so he was able to 3-star with 3 seconds left. If he didn't have this balloon, it probably would have been like a 98% or something like that. So that balloon was actually really helpful in helping to clear the base. So that's how a hog attack should be performed on a Town Hall 9. So I said about the modified go wipe and go wee wee attacks. What I meant was adding a few max balloons to the attacks. So they're essentially Golo wipe and Golo wee wee. So the object is to bring like 6 to 8 max balloons and save them to the end after the air defenses are down. So he brings in some archers because he notices that there's builder huts in the corner. Now that's really crucial. You want to take those out early on, or else towards the end your troops are going to end up trying to race to those corner builder huts, and you will most likely run out of time. So he does his go wipe attack per usual. Does a good job bringing his heroes and P.E.K.K.A.s into the middle. Uses the lightning to take out most of the CC troops. Places a jump right here so that the bulk of his troops can jump into the center there. Drops some more wizards once he knows that all these defenses are distracted. And really now it's just a matter of waiting for these air defenses to get destroyed. They will eventually get destroyed, and that's when the balloons will come in and will help this attack become more successful, and I'll explain why. So what he's doing here is his queen here is going to take out this level 6 air defense, and once that level 6 air defense is down, all of these defenses, the cannon, the mortar, the archer tower, none of them are going to be are within range of any air defense. So he can drop some balloons there, and it's really important because these defenses, like this mortar here, is walled in. So troops trying to get into there are going to have a hard time getting in there. So the balloons just take care of that. So that the Archer Queen also eliminated that air defense, so he brings in the rest of his balloons. So all of these defenses that are behind level 8 walls would have normally been way too hard to get into, and plus he had no troops left. His queen's dead, all of his P.E.K.K.A.s, his king, everything's dead except for a few wizards. So the balloons do an excellent job at helping to clean up this base. If he didn't have those balloons, there's no way that these wizards and archers would have been able to finish this base off with that remaining archer tower and mortar and stuff. So because of those balloons, it was a nice 3-star. And so I saw how effective that was, so I tried to basically replicate it myself. So this was the first time me bringing in some balloons. Now, I don't use Go Wipe, I use Golems, Witches, and Wizards, because in my opinion, P.E.K.K.A.s are just too slow. So I brought 6 balloons, and tried doing the same thing at the end. I didn't do it quite as well as Kyle did in the previous attack, but you'll see it still helps out. So I put all my witches at the top and a few wizards to clear those structures in before I drop my golems, so that those troops so that my golems wouldn't take too much damage before those troops would be there to support them. And I'm sparing a lot of my wizards. I'm like waiting patiently to make sure that wherever I drop them, all the defenses that could attack them are going to be distracted. And what I do when a clan castle comes out when I'm using Go Wee-Wees, I drop a healing and a rage at the same time. So the healing will help the troops not take as much damage, and the rage will speed up their attacks, killing the CC troops quicker than the CC troops can kill them. And so see, I dropped a loon here, tried dropping 2 there because there was no air defense in range of them. And I probably could have waited a little bit. I got the cannon out of the way, but this balloon ends up going down. And then you see a bunch of my wizards will die to a giant bomb right there, which sucked, but didn't matter. So again, I was just waiting for this air defense. I think I dropped this balloon here by accident because it's definitely within range of that air defense. So I dropped one on that archer tower because I knew there was no air defense within range of that. And I dropped these 2 balloons a little too early because that air defense wasn't destroyed yet. Could have waited a little bit longer to drop them. As you'll see, like, they'll kill one of my balloons and almost kill this last balloon, but they eliminated it just in time. And so it helped just a little bit. I probably could have performed it a little bit better with the loon deployment at the end, but regardless, it was still a successful attack. So I sacrificed 30 spots by bringing only 2 golems instead of 3, which I usually do with Go wee wee, but I saw this base had lower level walls, so I knew I could get away with using only 2 golems. So those are just the 3 attacks that I wanted to share. Since I haven't made a video in a while in one of our previous wars.